Sometimes a movie grabs you from the very first frame not because of its subject matter, not because of its cast, but because of the bizarre, electric energy only a fearless director can pull off. And as I watched the trailer for Dead Man's Wire, I felt that voltage immediately. If you're here already, don't scroll, don't click away. This one spirals into chaos fast, and trust me, you're going to want to see how all the madness connects. And hey, while you're here, let me know in the comments if you've ever seen a hostage movie that felt like a Saturday morning cartoon on steroids. Because this is exactly that. What makes Dead Man's Wire instantly fascinating is the way Gus Van Sant takes what should be a deeply intense, gritty, real-world hostage drama and transforms it into something wild, vibrant, and tonally unpredictable. The film is based on the real 1977 case of Anthony Kiritsis, a furious debtor who kidnapped mortgage executive Richard O. Hall's revenge against the company he believed ruined his life. Kiritsis rigged a deadly Dead Man's Wire, a device that would automatically fire a gun if he were killed or if his hostage tried to escape. Heavy stuff, right? That's the story on paper. But the film? It swerves. Hard. Van Sant opens with a surprisingly tender moment, a quiet, almost compassionate beat that immediately collapses into absolute chaos when Bill Skarsgård's version of Kiritsis storms into motion, executing his plan in the first 5 minutes. No build-up, no slow burn, just immediate momentum, the kind of pace that dares you to keep up. If you blink, you miss something important. So, yeah, stay focused. And if this pacing is your thing, hit the like button, because Van Sant really doesn't give you a chance to breathe. From there, everything becomes a swirl of conflicting perspectives, switching between the unraveling scheme and a handful of outside characters who get sucked into the circus, including Myha'la as an ambitious young journalist and Coleman Domingo as a radio DJ who becomes unexpectedly crucial and unexpectedly hilarious. Every time Domingo appears, he threatens to steal the scene. And honestly, he succeeds. Even though Dead Man's Wire doesn't chase philosophical prestige the way some of Van Sant's earlier work did, it doesn't need to. This movie knows exactly what it wants to be, a chaotic, darkly funny, oddly empathetic ride powered by a deranged premise and a director who understands that absurdity is sometimes the sharpest weapon in storytelling. Skarsgård is clearly having the time of his life. There's depth. Kiritsis is a broken man who's been pushed too far, but Skarsgård finds room to punch through the tension with humor, frustration, desperation, and a strange kind of charisma. It's eerie watching him juggle those tones so effortlessly. And it works. It really works. But what genuinely elevates the film is how it uses humor not just to entertain, but to underline the absurdity of the situation. Van Sant refuses to cheapen the danger, yet he also refuses to let the story drown in heaviness. Instead, comedy becomes the magnifying glass through which we examine the impossibility of what's unfolding. We're laughing and we're uncomfortable. That's intentional. It's the balancing act that could have gone terribly wrong in the hands of any other director. Still, it's not all jokes and chaos. Beneath the manic energy lies a sharp, sometimes subtle, sometimes blunt critique of class disparity and social desperation. Kiritsis isn't just committing a crime, he's making a statement. The financial elites he targets aren't cartoon villains, but they're part of a system that failed him, pushed him, cornered him. And Van Sant uses the quieter scenes, yes, the ones with long dialogue and simmering tension to highlight that divide. Those moments between Kiritsis and Hall inside the dingy apartment are where the movie breathes, where the movie thinks, and where the audience realizes this spiraling man isn't just crazy, he's displaced, he's desperate, he's done. But as we get pulled deeper into this psychological tug-of-war, the movie always snaps back into its frantic tone. It's almost teasing you, oh, you wanted character study? Nope. Boom. Radio DJ. Boom. Public spectacle. Boom. The hostage saga just went national. If you find this tonal whiplash fun, drop a comment because it's one of the most distinctive parts of the film's identity. Is the film perfect? No, the heavier social commentary sometimes gets pushed aside to make room for the comedic chaos. The narrative occasionally speeds so fast that it outruns its own depth. And as much as those introspective scenes with Kiritsis shine, they don't get the breathing room they deserve. But even with those flaws, Dead Man's Wire is undeniably entertaining. purely entertaining. It's a movie that feels alive and stable, unpredictable in the best way. Sant may not be chasing awards with this one, but he is chasing energy, personality, and uniqueness, and he hits those marks with confidence. In the end, this isn't about glorifying Karitzis or turning him into a sympathetic hero. It's about perspective, about how one man's desperation turns into public spectacle, about how society responds when pain becomes performance, and honestly, about how insane real history can be when viewed through the right cinematic lens. And if you want my honest take, this movie is going to get people talking. A lot. Thanks for sticking with me through this wild breakdown. If you're still here, you're a real one. Don't forget to hit like so this video survives the YouTube algorithm, and drop a comment telling me whether you prefer your true crime stories serious or chaotic. Until next time, this is Screen Radar, signing off.